welcome back to my channel, Money Travel Grow. For those of you who are not subscribed, please do so now. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. So today I want to talk a little bit about, and this is, forgive me everybody, this is more of a rant because I think that people need that extra rant or at least that extra motivation this year. I realize that more often than not, at the beginning of the year, people set goals that they want to achieve for the rest of the year. But when setting goals, we have to realize that it is a marathon and you will have setbacks, you will have difficulties and things like that throughout the course of the year in order to do it. I know because last year I made it a goal for me to get back in the gym and work out, and I did. I did for a while, and then around May, I just said, I don't think this is really for me anymore. I'm going to quit. And I haven't been back since, so shame on me, right? But I think one of the reasons why I have not had a great desire to really get back there in the gym, even though, I think it's more important than ever to stay healthy and to even exercise, is simply because my why isn't hasn't been strong enough. So I want to talk a little bit about what your why is. And when I say why, I'm talking about WHY, like your reason for doing what you do, your reason for getting up. Because I think that for those of us who go out there to accomplish things, you have to find ways to stay motivated. And I want to talk a little bit about that today, about different times in my life where I had to stay motivated for one reason or another. For those of you who do not know this, I am a college graduate. So for those people out there who saying, well, you don't understand, you've never gotten out of the mud, you've never been a college student. I've done all of that in my lifetime. I've written books. I created a business really out of nothing to become a motivational speaker. I traveled the entire world. I did all those things, and that requires a level of goal setting and being strategic with your planning. Although I will say nowadays, definitely things are a little bit harder than what they used to be. I will give anyone that, but again, not impossible. You just have to be a little bit more creative in your endeavors. So let's start with your why. My first question to you, for those of you who are aspiring to become digital marketers, what are your reasons for doing it? I want you to, matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go through a whole activity that I've done in some of my seminars. Uh, for those of you who are watching now, go right ahead and grab something to write with. Get a pen and piece of paper. We're going to do a quick activity that I think that you will enjoy, and that will hopefully give you a little bit of clarity about what it is you're trying to do. So go right ahead. I'll give you a moment to get something to write with. And those of you who will be watching this later, I want you to do the same thing. So go grab a pen and a piece of paper. I'll give you a second to do that. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to come up with a game plan, a blueprint, if you will, in order to accomplish what it is you're trying to do. And this is going to give you a lot of power because remember, we speak things into existence all the time. And with everything that's happening in the media and otherwise, they're trying to tell you that you're something that you may not necessarily be. And let me be clear about that. A lot of you out there are not sick. Okay? This is a mind fuck. Okay? They're trying to get you to believe something that may not necessarily be true. Now, this is not to say that if you got to go get tested, you should get tested, of course. But do not believe the hype. Do not believe the hype. Please don't believe the hype. Um, and forgive my language earlier, but whatever. At this point, I want you to understand that you have way more capabilities than you believe. So let's talk about this activity. So, if you already have a sheet of paper, what I want you to do in the first column, I want you to make 5 columns. In the first column, I want you to write at the very top things that you wish to achieve in 2022. I'm sorry, let me back up. Things that you are grateful for in 2022. So, and this could be very broad, doesn't necessarily have to be 2022, but things that you are grateful for in your life at the current moment. So I want you to take an opportunity to write that down because here's the thing. When we start talking about manifesting things and bringing things into existence, there has to be a level of gratitude that we exude, okay? Let me tell you about some of the things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that one, I am healthy. I am grateful that I have a passport and I can travel the world. I'm grateful that I'm in the industry where there is an infinite amount of opportunities. I am grateful that I have family and friends that value me and that love me, and I can also express that to them. I'm grateful that um, I have the ability to learn and continue to grow. Um, I am grateful that a lot of people have poured into me over the course, of my lifetime, and still continue to do so. I am grateful that I have a platform on YouTube that has a potential to reach millions and millions of people to help them get greater in life. I am grateful for many, many things. And so, what I want you to do now is I want you to write down things that you are grateful for. Take an opportunity to do that. Now, once you finish with that, I want you in the next column to write down things that you wish to achieve in 2022. Because one of the things we're doing right now is this is a part of manifesting. But it isn't just about empty manifesting, saying, I want this. You're actually in the process of completing a game plan. You're in the process of completing a game plan. Let me tell you some of my goals in 2022. Um, Obviously, every year my goal is to make a little bit more money than I did in the previous year. So this year, my goal is to make more money. And that may be me taking on a second job in digital marketing or getting another job that pays more. I also want to do more speaking. So I want to get back to doing what I was doing before that made me so happy and made me tons of money over the years. I want to do more motivational speaking and things like that. I also want to get in better shape. I mentioned earlier that I had stopped working out last year, but I do want to get back in the gym or do home exercise to get me in a little bit better health. I think my eating habits are pretty good, but of course those can be improved upon too. Um, and I want to, get permanent or I'm sorry, temporary residency in Mexico. That's another goal I have. I don't want to be a perpetual tourist with just a tourist visa. So those are some of my goals. Okay, what are your goals? Now, if you finish right now things that you want to achieve, I want you to now, in the next column, write down. I want your next column to be your why. Why is this important to you? And this is really important because oftentimes when we are going for things that we want to do, we run into roadblocks. We run into all kinds of things that set us back. And it's at that time that we have to be very secure in why we're doing something. Because if we're not secure in why we're doing something, more than likely we are going to quit eventually or shortly thereafter. And so I want you to be very strong in your convictions for what it is you're trying to accomplish this year. So let's say, for example, your goal is to, again, become a digital marketer this year. Well, why is this important to you? Is it because you're taking care of a family and you want to earn more money? Is it because you want to work home? You know, really think about those pain points. Right now in the United States, and I don't know if they've cleared this, but I know the last 2 days, people have been stuck in traffic on I-95. This is a interstate that isn't too far from where I grew up. And I believe it connects to where my residency is, where my home is in North Carolina. But here's the point. I'm sure those people who are stuck in traffic right now and got stuck because they were commuting to work, I bet they wish that they were in a position to make money from home. I don't know all their stories. Not obviously everybody doesn't fall in that category, but these are some of the things that you avoid when you have a remote position. There is no snow here in Cancun, It's beautiful weather. I think yesterday was like 75 degrees. And so, again, when you are in a position to work from anywhere in the world, at any point, you can change the weather. It's up to you. And so that may be one of your whys for doing this. Whatever it may be, dig deep and really embrace those reasons why you want to do it. And let that be your fuel when you feel like you're giving out. Okay? In the next column, I want you to write down things, the date. I want you to have a date attached to this goal. So, what is the date in which you wish to achieve this? Because here's the thing: we can sit up here and talk about, I want to, I want to lose 10 pounds. Well, when do you want to lose those 10 pounds? When do you want to get rid of that extra weight? Do you want to do it within a month? Do you want to do it within 2 months? What is the time frame? So if we were to break that down with digital marketing and becoming either PPC specialist or a media buyer, your goal may be, I want to learn I want to get a job doing this in June, let's just say. So what does this mean? This means that you have to have certain benchmarks before you get to June in order to accomplish it. So your first month may be, I want to learn as much as possible about Facebook ads. And so you spend that entire month focused on just that one thing, as opposed to trying to do 3 or 4 things at the same time. Then that second month you say, okay, I want to focus only on learning Google ads and certain aspects of Google ads, such as YouTube ads or Google ads for search. So now the first month you focused on Facebook, the second month you're focusing on Google, and let's say your third month you say, I'm going to round it off, I'm going to focus on learning how to do pivot tables in Excel spreadsheet, or what's the other one? Google Sheets or something like that. And so when you put that together, you now have a skill set. So your fourth month could be, this is the month I really start applying for jobs. So you'll start applying for jobs this month, and then the fifth month you say, okay, this is the month that I interview. And so when you get to the 6th month, because you've broken down the goals in smaller pieces, you're ready to receive a job. Okay? And again, everyone's learning capacity and time to learn is going to be different. So you have to figure out what works for you. And by the way, the other pro tip I want to give here, find those times in the day that you're most alert and you're most open to learning. For some of you, that could be late at night. For others, it could be first thing in the morning. I'm more of a morning person, so any learning that I do, I generally do it in the morning and not in the afternoon, because in the afternoon after work, I don't feel like doing anything. So, all right. So the first column was what? It was gratitude. So things you write down that you're grateful for. And it also, let me say this too, it also will boost your mood when you show gratitude to things that you have achieved. The second column was what? Things that you want to achieve. Okay? So I want to be a digital marketer this year. I want to make more money. I want to lose weight. Whatever that goal is, put it there. The third column, your why. Why is this important to you? Really getting intimate with the reasons why you're doing something, because it's your why that's going to keep you going and help you to propel to that next level. And the last column was a date. So what are the dates attached to each goal? So if I want to become a digital marketer, I want to become a digital marketer, for example, by March the 1st. That is my goal. So up until that time, I'm going to do everything I can to accomplish this goal and have benchmarks along the way to help me get where I got to go. Okay, the last column, the very last column, I want you to write down in the last column your action steps. So it kind of goes back to the whole benchmark thing, but this is a little bit broader because you're talking about what will it take? What are specific actions I have to take in order to help me get there? So again, let's use the workout one because that's one that a lot of people I often focus on this time of year. Your action steps could be, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym 4 times a week. I'm going to change my eating habits. Instead of eating a lot of junk food, I'm going to remove that junk food, and I'm going to focus on eating more vegetables and things like that. I'm going to learn recipes that are more in line with weight loss. Um, I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to juice. Listen, at this point, there's so much information about how to achieve that. All you have to do is just make a decision about how you want to basically get there. It's just that easy. Because here's the thing, we can make all the excuses we want about why we don't have the things in life, but the truth is, the success and failure starts with you. No one's stopping you from doing what it is you got to do. You may have minor inconveniences right now, but nothing stops you because you have the ability as a human being to achieve anything you want to achieve. And I'm going to continue to press that. Why? Because I lived it. Again, for those of you who don't know the story, this is maybe your first time watching me on YouTube or whatever. When 2020 happened, I was in a rut. And I was like, okay, I don't know if my speaking career is going to be able to continue. I don't know if I'll ever be able to go back to the Philippines and places that I really enjoy going to. And so I had to say, okay, this is where I am now. I was living at my grandmother's house at the time, and this is what needs to be done. So I made a plan. This same exercise that I just gave you, I did the same thing. Fortunately, I ended up coming across digital marketing, and when I came across digital marketing, I knew that was going to be my ticket to get what it is I want. And so far, it has given me a very good way of life. It's given me the money in order to be able to sustain myself abroad. Because I think in a place like Mexico, your cost of living goes down and your quality of life goes up. These Mexicans know how to have a good time, but more than that, this is a very vibrant place to be with delicious food, great beaches, etc., etc. But again, it started with a vision in my mind. I said, this is what I want to do, and this is what I need to do in order to get it. Similar to if you are someone that knows how to cook. Okay, today I want to bake a cake. Well, here are the recipes it takes to bake this cake, and this is what I basically need to do. So find the people that are doing what it is you want to do. Like myself, if you want to be a digital marketer, I'm going to do everything I can to send you, to give you the information that's required in order to become a digital marketer. What I don't want you guys to do is to go out here and to get desperate and start doing things that will lead to you putting yourself in harm's way and things like that. So again, that is the activity that we talked about. The first column was, what was it? Things you're grateful for. The second column was things you want to achieve this year. The third column was why. Why is this important for you to achieve? The fourth column was putting a date on it. I want to achieve this at this particular time. Okay. And then the last column was, what are the things you're going to do to help you get there? So this was sort of your action plan. Now, this can be broken down a lot more if you do a to-do list every week. When I was in college, that's one of the things that I definitely used to do. I used to do a to-do list every week, and it was great because it kept me organized. I would take my Sunday, like 15 to 20 minutes on Sunday, and say, okay, this is what I got to accomplish this week. And what ends up happening is, because you've broken things down in such very minute and small bits, you see the progression happen over the course of the semester or over the course of the year. And so again, this is not something that is difficult to do. It just takes time and patience, and most importantly, action and effort. Okay? Many motivational speakers around the world have said the same thing for a long time. You just have to find the voice that resonates with you. If it's me, great, cool. Ride with your boy. If it's not me, find someone else. When I was I may have to put down a list of books that when I was accomplishing things when I was younger, that I use to keep me motivated. Authors like, of course, everyone knows who Tony Robbins is. He's cool. He's not my favorite. I love Les Brown. He was one of my favorites. Jim Rohn was probably the one I really, really gravitate towards because he made sense to me. There are people out there that may like other people, but find those voices that you resonate with and visit those guys. Let's pretend like they're friends of yours. Spend time with them. There's a lot of free material on YouTube that you can listen to for hours, literally hours of motivation that you can listen to. And sometimes what will happen is if you listen to this, they'll put things in such a way that will spark not only you to take action, but it will spark a great idea for you to say, wait a minute, I never looked at it in that way. So, okay. That's it for me today. I wanted to just give you something that you can work with because I realized that, digital marketing or becoming a digital marketer isn't just about the technical side of things and learning the skill. It's also you understanding the mental side of it, the being prepared for you. I know for many of you who are watching this video, you've never heard of digital marketing before. You don't know what it is. But here's the thing again. Just because you don't know something doesn't mean that you can't get to know something. Everything that we do in life starts either with a thought or in the case of the movie Jerry Maguire, you had me at hello. So everything that we do, we're all born here because someone had a conversation with someone else, they had sex, and they produce you. Let's just be real. So we as human beings are equipped to create realities that we want. You just have to be intentional about it. So hope that video helps, and I'll be doing more videos. This one's a little bit longer, but I need to do this activity to get you not just motivated, but to give you a plan as how to execute this. So do me a favor, if you're watching this video, please put comments on what you thought about this. And of course, if you are not a member of my Facebook group, join that group. That's Digital Marketer Career Starter. Also, if you're not a member of this YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care. Bye.